Welcome to Midweek Connections, where we are interviewing members and friends of the congregation about themselves and also about the ministries that they're involved in. Today, we are on site at the food pantry of Central Christian Church, and I'm delighted to be here with Katie Angel, who is the coordinator of the food pantry. So,
Hey,
Katie,
Linda. Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about the food pantry.
it's great to be here with you. So, first, tell us just a little bit about how you got involved.
Absolutely. So I first got introduced to Central Christian Church through Sonia Yoder-Beery and the Yoder-Beery family. So about 12 years ago, our kids were in preschool together.
Wow.
So we got to meet through that, and she introduced me to Central Christian. I am a professional stage manager, and during the pandemic, all of my work just completely dried up. Mm-hmm. So theaters were shut down, and that was really hard. So I was looking for things to help feel like I was giving meaning in my life. And I started volunteering with a different group to deliver food. I hate driving so much.
Okay, that wasn't going to work.
So they had put a call out for volunteers with the food pantry, and I started volunteering here with the food pantry.
And the next thing you know,
My friends always tease me because it's like I can't just be part of something. I have to take over.
well, in this case, it's a good thing that you did take over.
I'm loving this. So when I started volunteering, Jean Brandenburg was involved, and she led this ministry for so long. She was such an amazing mentor, and she was ready to relax and actually enjoy her retirement.
Visit her grandchildren.
Exactly. And
yeah.
so have the opportunity to travel. So she had me just take over a Saturday at a time. Mm-hmm. So I took over a distribution day. And as a stage manager, I love being in charge.
You can boss people around till the cows come home.
That's what my mom, they say she has the Jedi mind trick, that she convinces people to do what she wants. But she has that sort of you will help me distribute food. And that's what we have such a great time here at the food pantry. It's so much fun, and it's just been a huge blessing in my life to have a chance to be a part of this.
Wonderful. Well, just tell us a little bit about how it works. When, how, who comes,
Absolutely.
Some of those logistics.
Yeah, so the food pantry is a whole year round, so we do distribution on the second and last Saturday of the month. But in between those times, there's a huge amount of work that goes in. We order from Gleaners, and Gleaners is an organization that for us, they help to function as a cheaper grocery store. Okay. So they have a lot of functions they do in the community, but for us, we can get these foods at a cheaper price. Mm-hmm. So when people donate money, we can stretch their dollars even farther. Right. So we have volunteers who will pick up the food from Gleaners and then stock our shelves here. We have people who go to second helpings. So that on the second and last Saturdays of the month between 10 to noon, we have volunteers that come staff our store. Mm-hmm. So we like to think of this pantry as a shopping experience. So our neighbors can come. We have these beautiful carts that Jean and Chuck went up to Michigan to get for us, so that our neighbors can come in and shop. There's choice. They have dignity. They can come and help provide for their families. Because food insecurity, I find one of the most terrifying things. And so that the church has a way of helping to combat food insecurity is just very special to me.
Yes.
It means a lot.
Yeah. So, and we do know just from statistics that during a pandemic, food insecurity has gotten worse.
Absolutely.
We do live in an area our church lives in an area that has changed a lot. Mm-hmm. So there's lots of high-end housing around here, but there is also, we have one of the biggest gaps in the different demographic groups. Absolutely, so still yes. A lot of subsidized housing and people who really aren't sure always where their food's coming from.
Absolutely, and if we can give them one less worry, if we can take one less worry off of their plate.
Tell us a story about how you have seen the impact of this ministry on a particular person or person's
Absolutely.
lives.
I think the most gratifying thing for me is getting to know our neighbors. Getting to know our volunteers. Our volunteers are amazing, but getting to know our neighbors. There's this one gentleman, his name is Reggie. I'm not gonna say he's my favorite. He's totally my favorite. But he is a gentleman that, like, he's an artist. And he actually brought his sketchbook in to share his artwork with us. And every time he comes in, he's just charming and cheerful. And you were kind enough to let us, we produced a play last fall and here in Fellowship Hall. And he came and watched the play. Oh, nice. Like, he took time out of his life, and then one other neighbor actually came and watched the play too. So the fact that we're getting to know people, like they're people, they're not just statistics, they're not just, a need to fulfill, they're actual human beings. So just the fact that I've gotten a chance to know people like Lena and Marion and Reggie and so many cool people, Dora, that come through. So we're not just giving, we're receiving a lot of positive energy from them. So it's been a wonderful experience.
A two-way.
Yes, absolutely a two-way street. Absolutely. Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, and we thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to our next episode of Midweek Connections.